Now, okay, we'll solve this problem. Now, resolution method I have used, there is no other options. So again, see here. F1 is having a F1x horizontal component, F1y vertical component, F2x horizontal, F2y vertical, F3x horizontal, F3y vertical. If I'll do the summation of f of x is equal to 0, the horizontal value summation of f of x is going to come 66.32 and summation of f of y is going to come 13.29. So resultant is going to come so f of x is f of y already I have mentioned. So resultant is going to come 67.6. It is correct. Abhinav has given correct answer. Shraddha has a given wrong answer. It is Shraddha value is wrong. 86.59. It is not correct answer. Vaishnavi also given us 67.62 correct answer, and theta is going to come 11.3. It is a correct one. 11.3 is a correct. Tan theta is equal to summation of f of y means 13.29 divided by 66.32. Okay. In both cases, you are required to remember that the f of x is going to come positive and f of y is going to come negative in this case, and the resultant is in between. So here I have not mentioned f of y it is a negative, but directionally I have mentioned here. In a direction I have mentioned here. So f of y is moving in a downward means it is a negative. F of y here I have shown it is a downward direction so that I can say it is a negative one. Okay, so in this case, force you can either represent by direction or you can represent by sign convention also. So in this way, we have completed this problem. Those are having issue related to the answers. You can cross check your answers, and if it is not possible, you can ask to me. Okay, now we'll take a third question. Now in the third question, you can check it. This is the question asked in a GATE examination. Previously, 2 questions are also asked in a GATE exam. So what they have asked, you can check it. A 50-Newton cylinder rests on a frictionless parabolic surface under support on an inextensible string. The meaning of inextensible string is that it is not going to elongate. Inextensible स्ट्रिंगचा जर अर्थ जर आपण काढायचाच म्हटलं तर त्याचा अर्थ असा आहे की ज्या दोरीमध्ये एकच टेन्शन असतं त्याला आपण इनएक्सटेन्सिबल स्ट्रिंग असं म्हणतो. एक दोरी एक टेन्शन. So such types of strings is called an inextensible string. Extensible strings are having a different tensions. Remember. So this is the inextensible string means from 50 Newton to a W. Only one string is there and in which only one tension exists. Over a pulley holding a weight W, determine the normal force that the weight exert on a surface and required weight W in a Newton. तर त्यांनी काय विचारलेलं आहे आपल्याला रिॲक्शन 50 न्यूटनच्या इथली जी रिॲक्शन आहे कारण तिथं सपोर्ट आहे त्या सपोर्ट पाशी रिॲक्शन किती झालेली आहे आणि डब्ल्यू वेट किती आहे हे आपल्याला विचारलेलं आहे. टू मेक द सिस्टीम इन इक्विलिब्रियम म्हणजे हा 50 न्यूटनचा जो स्पियर आहे तो त्याच ठिकाणी ठेवण्यासाठी डब्ल्यू किती मला ठेवावं लागेल आणि रिॲक्शन किती असणं गरजेचे आहे. दॅट इज द क्वेश्चन. Understood? Again I am repeating this. So what the question is that the question says that you find out the how much amount of weight I have required to add here so that this 50 Newton sphere will not go in a downward direction, and at the same time what will be the reaction. So that they have asked here. So try to find out this answer of this question. Determine the normal force. Normal is nothing but reaction. Normal force is always called as a reaction force. Normal to whom we can call it as a normal, which is a perpendicular. And who is a perpendicular? Reaction force is always perpendicular to the surface. So somewhere you can write it down this. Reaction is always perpendicular to the surface. So normal force that the weight exert on the surface and the required weight W in a Newton. Okay. So now before that, how much tension will be there in a string? So if I draw the FBD of just a W body, आपण फक्त जर का W बॉडीची जर FBD काढली तर आपल्याला रिअलाइज असं होऊन जातंय की त्या स्ट्रिंग मध्ये टेन्शन W इज इक्वल टू T एवढा असणार आहे, बिकॉज इट इज इन स्टेशनरी कंडिशन. स्ट्रिंग मध्ये तेवढं टेन्शन असणार आहे. सो आय कॅन इनडायरेक्टली से दॅट द स्ट्रिंग इज एक्झर्टिंग द फोर्स दॅट इज इन ए W. And if I draw here Lami's theorem, because only three forces are there, you can check it. One force is a reaction force, one is the tensile, and one is the weight. 50 Newton will be in a downward direction. Tension will be at a 45 degree in the string, and reaction force, which is a perpendicular to the surface, so that if I'll draw the diagram, you can check it here. Reaction force is there, which is a perpendicular to the surface. Tension, which is due to the string, and W, which is due to the weight of a sphere. So tension will be moving away from the center. Remember that tensile force is always moving from the center. Mechanics मध्ये हे गोष्ट कुठेतरी लिहून ठेवण्यासारखी आहे. Compressive force are always moving toward the center, and tensile force are always moving away from the center. Remember this. Remember, and you can check it. स्ट्रिंग मध्ये फक्त टेन्साइलच फोर्स घेऊ शकते स्ट्रिंग. असं काय दोरी आपण कॉम्प्रेस करू शकेल का? नाही. आपण दोरीमध्ये जास्तीत जास्त टेन्साइल फोर्सच आपण अप्लाय करू शकतोय, कॉम्प्रेसिव्ह फोर्स अप्लाय करू शकत नाही. सो दोरीमध्ये फक्त टेन्साइल फोर्स असेल. नेक्स्ट, नाउ यू कॅन चेक इट. रिएक्शन फोर्स इज ऑलवेज परपेंडिक्युलर टू द सरफेस and it is going to make angle 45. बघा ना, तुम्ही दोरीपासून 45 डिग्रीने लाईन गेलेली आहे, दोरी 45 डिग्रीला आहे. रिएक्शन फोर्स दोरीलाच परपेंडिक्युलर असणार आहे, म्हणजे ऍक्च्युअली स्पिअरला आहे पण इनडायरेक्टली इट इज परपेंडिक्युलर टू द स्ट्रिंग. सो दिस इज ऑल्सो 45 डिग्री, and the weight which is moving in a downward direction, completely in vertical direction, which is a 50 Newton. Now can I apply Lami's theorem here? Yes. The rule of Lami's theorem, the body should be in equilibrium condition. So you can write it down somewhere. What is the rule of Lami's theorem? The body should be in equilibrium condition, and only three concurrent forces should be there. तीन concurrent forces आणि body equilibrium असेल तरच आपण Lami's theorem apply करू शकतोय. Now you may feel that sometimes it is also observed that some forces are moving to the center and some forces in the Lami's theorems are moving away from the center. So this way we are not required to consider. Whenever we are going to draw the diagram of Lami's theorem, all forces should be moving away from the center. That precautions we are required to take. मी अजून एकदा रिपीटली सांगतो, ज्यावेळेस लॅमिस थेरम वापरायचा असेल त्यावेळेस या तीन गोष्टी खूप महत्वाच्या आहेत. फोर्स कॉन्करंट असले पाहिजेत, तिथं तीनच फोर्सेस असले पाहिजेत, आणि तिन्ही फोर्सेस हे सेंटर पासून बाहेरच्या दिशेने जाणारे असले पाहिजेत. सो इन दिस वे, when there is this condition achieved, then we can apply Lami's theorem, and we know that Lami's theorem. So Lami's theorem is nothing but F1 upon sine alpha. What is the F1 sine alpha? Alpha is angle between other two forces, angle between F2 and F3. What is the beta? Angle between F1 and F3. And what is the gamma? Angle between F1 and F2. So in this case, if I want to apply the Lami's theorem, so Gayatri, do you have any Gayatri, rule number 3? So if you are having any issue, you can unmute yourself and you can ask a question. Either you can ask a question by unmute yourself and you can ask a question. So now you can check it. I have applied here Lami's theorem. 50 upon sine 90. 50 upon sin 90 is equal to, sin 90 is nothing but angle between two other forces R and T. It is a 90 degree. T upon sin 130. Here I lost, sorry, I have not written sin here. It is a sin 135 and R is equal to sin 135. Angle between two other forces. सगळ्यांनी कळाले की 50 भागिले sin 90. 90 काय आहे तर अँगल बिटवीन R and T. ह्या साईडनं 180 मधनं 90 वजा केलं तर 90च राहते. T upon sin 135. T upon 90 plus 45 sin 135 and R upon sin 135. So you are going to get answers. R is equal to and T is equal to, in both cases we are going to get T is equal to 35.35 and R is also 35.35. Many students, Digvijay, Nilesh, Harshvardhan, Gayatri and Dipjyoti has given correct answers. Rohit also has given a correct answer. T is equal to R, R is equal to 35.35. So remember this, some basic things are there. It is not difficult one also की आपल्याला फक्त लॅमिस थेरम कधी वापरायचा आहे जरी कळालं तरी सफिशियंट असते आपल्याला. कारण 3 फोर्सेस असतील तर आपण डायरेक्टली लॅमिस थेरम वापरला तर आपल्याला ते रिझॉल्युशनची जी किटकिट आहे की हॉरिझॉन्टल फोर्स फाइंड आउट करा, व्हर्टिकल फाइंड आउट करा, त्याच्यानंतर आर फाइंड आउट करा, त्या गोष्टीतून आपण बऱ्यापैकी बाहेर पडतोय. So these are lengthy processes and this lengthy process we don't want to use. So for that purpose we have required to use such types of a theorem, maybe a parallelogram, Lamy, sometimes triangle law also we have required to use. Now we'll take a next problem and we'll stop today here. Determine the unstretched length of a two springs supporting a 400 Newton block between two supports at a span length of 2 meter as shown in the figure. हाही प्रॉब्लेम गेल्या प्रॉब्लेम सारखाच आहे. Instead of string here I have given this spring and spring exists. Remember that only this tensile and compressive force, but due to there is a one property which is called as a stiffness. They have given stiffness also here. स्प्रिंग मध्ये फक्त स्टिफनेसच एक्झिस्ट होऊ शकतो. स्टिफनेस असतो, स्प्रिंगची प्रॉपर्टी आहे स्टिफनेस. त्यामुळे त्यांनी स्टिफनेस सुद्धा इथं दिलेला आहे 1.52 किलोन्यूटन पर मीटर and 1.5 किलोन्यूटन पर मीटर. 400 न्यूटन वेट आहे. तर त्यांनी काय विचारलेलं आहे, डिटरमाइन द अनस्ट्रेच्ड लेंथ ऑफ टू स्प्रिंग supporting a 400 Newton block between two supports at a span length of 2 meter. So before solving this problem, we must require to find out the force. And we know that this you can write it down somewhere because it is required as every time. In a spring, force is directly proportional to the displacement and constant of proportionality is called as stiffness. So F is equal to kx. तुम्ही आपल्या पेन मधला स्प्रिंग काढा आणि त्या स्प्रिंगला तुम्ही कॉम्प्रेस करा. जेवढा फोर्स अप्लाय कराल तेवढंच त्याचं कॉम्प्रेशन होत असते. त्यावरच आपण असं म्हणू शकतो की फोर्स इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द डिस्प्लेसमेंट. सो F is directly proportional to the x. So to remove the proportionality constant, I have required to use the equal sign and I have required to use the constant of proportionality. So F is equal to kx. K represent constant of proportionality which is also called as a stiffness. So remember that this is the K is a stiffness. आणि त्यासाठी आपल्याला जर का आपल्याला x फाइंड आउट करायचा असेल तर त्यासाठी आपल्याला पहिल्यांदा फोर्स फाइंड आउट करावे लागतील. क्लिअर. तर इथं आपल्याला पहिल्यांदा फोर्स AB मधला फोर्स BC मधला फोर्स आपल्याला फाइंड आउट करावा लागेल आणि मगच नंतर आपण त्या स्प्रिंग मधले डिस्प्लेसमेंट आपण फाइंड आउट करू शकतोय. ओके. सो ट्राय टू सॉल्व दिस प्रॉब्लेम. सिम्पलेस्ट प्रॉब्लेम, फाइंड आउट फर्स्ट अँगल. AB चा हॉरिझॉन्टल चे अँगल फाइंड आउट करा, अवघड नाही. BC चा हॉरिझॉन्टल चे अँगल फाइंड आउट करा. दिस इज ऑल्सो नॉट अ डिफिकल्ट. फाइंड आउट द अँगल फर्स्ट, अप्लाय लॅमिस थेरम, find out FAB, FBC, and then we can apply the formula F is equal to F1 is equal to FAB is equal to KX and FBC is equal to KX. Okay, we'll solve this problem. We are required to use here also a Lami's theorem. First we'll find out the angle. So you can check it. So tan theta 1 is equal to 0.8 divided by 2. Tan theta 2 is equal to 0.8 divided by 1. So apply Lami's theorem. I have used it directly. I have not find out the angle theta 1, theta 2. I have not found out here. 400 divided by sine 119. Tension in AB is equal to sine 128 and TBC is equal to sine 111. Check the angles. Once you got this angle, apply the Lami's theorem. Already I have mentioned the Lami's theorem. Now what is the TAB value? TAB is going to come 359 and TBC value is going to come 426. Now cross check your answers and my answer. If your answers are not going to match, it may possible that I have also made a mistake here. असे होऊ शकते की मीही प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये कदाचित कॅल्क्युलेशन मध्ये माझ्याही चुका झालेल्या असतील. So sometimes it may happen, but you are required to cross check your answers. Now next thing, I have not found out the displacement, but it is a simple. 359 is equal to kx. X is equal to 359 divided by whatever they have given value. So see here, 2 divided. It is a 2 kilonewton, and the weight is they have given 1 ton. We are required to convert it into the Newton. It's here. The 4 and whatever the TAB value we have got here, this is in Newton. And TBC is also in a Newton, but we are required to convert it into the kilonewton. And then we are required to find out the displacement. Okay. So in this way, this further part is very simple. Again, I am repeating this. Just to do F is equal to Kx, means TAB is equal to Kx. K is in kilonewton per meter. And TAB value is in Newton. Just convert it into the kilonewton. So 0.359 kilonewton divided by 2. So from that you are going to get X displacement. 0.426 divided by 1.5, you are going to get X2 displacement. So just to cross check this answer. So today, someone has got a 362, it is also correct answer. And someone has got a 4, Dhanasri has got 362 and 428. These are the correct answer. Plus minus 2 का difference तो चलेगा ये. It is not like that कि hardly as it is value should require to come, but plus minus 2 का difference हमेशा applied mechanics में चलता ही है. So answers are correct. Find out the x1 and x2 because they have asked this stretched length they have asked. So we have required to find out the XAB and XBC. So just to find out this. So today we will stop here. Tomorrow onwards, tomorrow also we are going to solve minimum 5 to 6 problems in 1 hour. So but for that purpose we should have one calculator and notebook. then and then you will feel that you are learning applied mechanics. Someone has got the answer 0.179 and 0.285. So XAB is a 0.179 and XBC is a 0.285. It might be a correct answer. XA is equal to 0.17. Even Deepu Jyoti has also got a correct answer. So 0.179 and 0.284. Shraddha has also got answer, but it is not correct one. It is a you have got the answer 0.4635, but it is not correct answer. Answers are, you can check it, 0.4 sorry 0.179 and 0.284. Okay, so we'll stop here. Tomorrow again we will resume. We'll see next few problems of an applied mechanics which has asked in the GATE examination. Okay, Suraj, do you have any question? Suraj More, you have raised a hand, but if you are having any question, you can ask me. Having any question? Huh?
No, sir.
No, you have raised your
No,
hand.
sir.
That I'm saying.
चुकून झालं सर ते.
Okay, okay. It is point. Shraddha, you said that it is a 0.4635, but it is wrong. They are different. X1 and X2 are different. X1 हा AB मधल्या स्प्रिंगचा आहे आणि X2 हा BC च्या स्प्रिंग मधला आहे. त्यामुळे दोन्हीचं कॉम्बिनेशन आपल्याला करता येणार नाही. The springs are different, so that displacement is also different. So we can't make a combination or we can't make a summation of this. Okay, thank you. So we'll stop here. Thank you very much.